So, good morning and welcome. I have a little treat for you guys today. Since the last video, just a couple of minutes ago, I've been showing a few videos of my MST FXX build. Now I'm going to show you a project that I've been working on for way too long. This is my son's car, it started as an idea for my son, and it ended up being my bad boy build, you might say. You can already see a hint here of what color but not what kind of cars. So let's just jump right into it and I'll show you this beauty. As you can see, it's a really clean build. Only thing I messed up was the masking here, so you can see it's been running a bit, but not too much. But that aside, it's a paint job I'm really happy with. Body looks amazing, but I don't know if you can tell, but underneath the body is not an MST. This is, like I said, it was a project that I was thinking about building for my son. It ended up being a project for myself. This is I think it's a 1992 when it was released. At least that's what I remember from the kit. It's got all kinds of auction parts. It has the aluminum heatsink motor plate, aluminum heatsink for the battery tray, all aluminum in the differentials except the differential from the back. That is stock Tamiya, that is a stock differential, but it's got the upgraded aluminum, both dog bones and C-hubs on the outside, on the inside. So yeah. The previous owner, he did cut some teeth out here in order to give the battery better cooling. I don't know why he did this, because it only makes the car more unstable on the load. So we have the one-way diff in the front, so when the tires are rolling, then it's all good. So that's working great. This was just a foam bumper that I took from a different car, just had laying around, a parts car. My god, my camera is acting up today. And yeah, I have the servo. It is ready, just waiting for the car. I have motor, I have the pinions. The only issue I actually had with this car was this wheel. I don't know why, but when you turn it, it goes a bit slower than when you have it turning to this side. I don't know why. It could just be as simple as a bad ball bearing. The guy that I purchased this car from, he rounded out these, I don't know if I can get it to focus, I hope so, maybe, there we go. He rounded out, as you can see, he stripped these, so I am going to make new ones. I have a friend of mine that do some machining and so on. And what my friend is also going to do with this car is he's going to measure it, the bottom plate and everything.
Good morning again, everyone, and welcome back.
And he's gonna make me one in complete,
You know what's up? We can finally post
a
our
complete
video
tray
of the death metal
that
treasure
I can
hunt
basically bolt on.
KSR. And of course, by KSR standards,
He said it wouldn't be any issues as long as he could get as long as what we did have to do was I had to dismantle the complete car. I had to take away all the top, like this plate here, all the things in the front. So when I sent him the car to measure it out and find correct correct measurements and so on for the bottom plate, he just scanned it with 3D scanner. It's really cool. But after he tried a few designs, he said, "No, we'll see. Maybe we'll have to do it in thinner aluminium because we need to. No, not thinner, thicker aluminium because he need to cut down these notches and everything. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we got KSR Performance. I love that show. But anyway, back to the basics. So the wheels are MST offset adjustable. I'm running maybe I think 9 in offset in the front. No, 6 in the front, 9 in the rear, I think, or it's 9/9. I'm not sure because it's been a long time since I've touched this car. Like I said, it's rolling really great. There's no issue with the car and so on. The differential in the front I fixed because there was a big issue there. It was rubbing. When I bought the car, he said it's basically ready to go. I got the car with both motor and EC, and everything was good to go. It was just to connect the receiver and yeah, there was a servo in there also, but that's over in the Civic. So my biggest issue with this one was when I connected my receiver, I tested it, I think, this is good. First time I actually buy a used old classic RC car and it works. But what the seller didn't tell me was that he was selling it for his brother, and his brother was just, he built the whole car, tested it a few times, and he stripped the gears. So while he stripped the gears, he opened the diff and re-oiled and everything and so on. But when he got tired of the car, waiting for parts, I don't know. He just got tired of the whole build. So he told his brother that he's really into RC, that just list it for sale, really cheap. I just want to get it away. And I always have good faith when I see people are selling things used. When you buy used RCs, you can't expect to get the full quality that you get from buying it new from a dealer. You can't accept or you can't expect the same quality overall. So those are the main two things that I really like people to think about when they buy used, because when you buy it used, then it's basically 50-50 chance that you get a good car that's really well built, or you get a car that's just hastily put back together so it looks nice and everything. In my case, with this car, this was the case. I bought the car, it looked like this, except for the wheels. The wheels I put on when I got it. And I was thinking, yeah, this is good. I tried it, and I immediately heard a bad noise in the diff. I stripped the diff. No, I didn't strip the diff, but I almost stripped it. And then I stripped the motor gear. Luckily, when I bought this one, I got 2 spare motor gears that were brand new. I got a brand new diff also, with bearings, with everything. So that was okay. That was great, considering that I bought it used. So my issue then was that while I opened it up and checked everything, then I noticed that okay, there is something wrong here. I noticed that the diff wasn't completely built back together. It was just slightly put back together with the screws slightly in. So when I took out the diff, I could basically open it with just maybe turning the screws around in 1 round or 2 rounds, then they were loose. So fix that, put a new gearing in. I then put the highest gearing you can get in it, because I want speed, and in time, if I change my mind, I have rally tires for this car also, so I can use that. But I figured, nah, this is gonna be a drift car, like it was built for. The guy I bought it from said it runs extremely well on 2S LiPo, and he wasn't lying. With grip tires on 2S LiPo with the gearing I have now, this car runs about 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. I'm not sure what that is in miles per hour, but it's fairly okay, because these cars are actually really fast. And remember, this was on 2S LiPo with the Sky RC Leopard V2 EC and motor. The motor is 4370 kV, 9-turn motor. You can run it on 2S if you on 3S. I mean, 2S is is the best option. 3S only if you're running high-speed pulls, depending on gearing and so on. I haven't found. There is people online saying that you can change the gearing from the Tamiya pitch to 48 pitch or 32 pitch. If you can change the pitch on the gearing, that would actually be really great. If somebody has a link to that, please let me know. But anyway, the point of what I'm talking about now is that if you can change the pitch and you can run lightweight pinions, for example from MSD, like I'm doing on that car and that car, on my crawlers, on my bashing cars, I'm always running the lightweight titanium pinions, because they weigh a fraction of what the aluminium or the steel or the brass pinion does. So if you want to get a bit cooler running engine, not the high temperatures, I would strongly recommend you get those lightweight pinions from MST. They really do change the behavior of the motor. The motor becomes more responsive because it's lighter to turn around the pinion, and so on and so on and so on. So if you want to get a bit more out of your car but don't want to change battery and so on, then you can do it. This part here, I have just not bothered changing it, because when I bought this car, the EC was placed here, the receiver here, and motor here, of course. So that's okay for now. So what I've been thinking about is, instead of building this for my son like my plan was, I talked with my son about this because he's really hooked on bashing cars and crawlers right now. So But he wants a drift car, but he also wants a drift car that he can use as a rally car, or so on. So I've noticed on eBay you get a similar kit. It is basically the Tamiya TT01, but it is with a carbon fiber low deck and the gears are open here, but it's more or less the same car. So what I am thinking about is just getting another one of these used, because here in Norway these are actually selling really cheap. You can get them brand new as a kit for around 1200, 1300 Norwegian crowns, and that's really good. It's actually more than good. So that's what I'm thinking about. If not, I am going to see if I can find the MST XXX, because they are more or less the same design. They have a closed gearbox, they have a closed pinion and spur and so on. If not, then I'm just gonna get the HBI, I think it's the RS4, no, the E10 RS4, I think it is. It's more or less similar RC car to this. It has shaft-driven 4x4 four-wheel drive system. It has the differential front back, so it will be a more robust car, because this baby has really, yeah, I don't want to get rid of this red monster. My son does agree with me, so what I told him is, you're gonna get your body, because this is not my body, that you can see from how well it's been kept. It's never been used. I even have the stock tail wing painted up as it should be. So this baby is just gonna stay right here. I'm gonna get a new body before it, but that's a thing for people to wait and see. Around Christmas there will be coming a body video from this one. Here is the motors. Here's the servo and EC for my car. This is what I'm thinking about. This is going in the car. These are the two motors I'm thinking about. I do have, be mind, this is in no way, I'm not sponsored in any way, so let's just get that out of the way. This is the Traxxas Villinium motor. I bought it on sale a couple of years ago. And it's 4000 kV. I think it's an 8 turn or 9 turn. I can 8 or 8.5, I think. So this have mounting holes similar to this one, but I also have adapter plates, so I will have no issue with connecting it. So that aside, we'll fix that. So it's either this one, or we're just gonna go guns blazing and go 5.5 turns with this Team Wave motor. This one I have really good experience with. It's an old motor, but it runs. Max RPM 50,000, so it runs. So I don't know. I am considering it, but it's more or less because I want a clean design, as well as I want a light design, because the car is already really heavy, and as you see, it will look tiny, but you will get better airflow and cooling and so on and so on. But then again, look how well it fits. It's just, this is like it's meant to be here. So yeah, in all of this, this is my future build, and when I get the new kit for my son, I'm going to build that and mail it to him, because we live in different parts of the country, so or maybe I'll just bring it by around Christmas, we'll see. But yeah, like I said, this is a build that I've been on and off with it for maybe 5 or 6 years now. I think it's at least 5, so we'll just see. But then again, okay. So see you later, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Follow if you want to know more. So I will try to be better with uploading videos and stuff, but then again, I have things going on in my life, so we need to just look at that. So have a great weekend. See you later. Bye bye.